So obviously last week iDubbbz dropped a content cop on Ricegum, and inevitably Ricegum has finally responded to it. So obviously the question asked, is it a diss track, is it a roast, is it just going to completely destroy and dismantle the content cop made on him? None of them. It's none of them at all. In my eyes, this content cop response is completely identical to Leafy's response from last year. He literally starts off the video by making ironic flexing jokes, which was one of the main points in iDubbbz's content cop.
What do I say? Wait, oh my god, I can just flex on her, yes!
I'm rich as f***. I have a lot of like cool clothes and a house in the hills, and I'm like famous too. I have like 8 million subscribers.
Now this has a distinct similarity to when Leafy was making ironic jokes about his chin because iDubbbz criticised him for saying he's scared of showing his chin.
Like, guys, did you hear him? I have no chin? What? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Why would anyone ever try to turn one of iDubbbz's points into an ironic joke? It's just not going to work, especially when it's a content cop and you have such a big audience watching down on you. Just because you make ironic jokes about a criticism made on you doesn't make this criticism no longer valid. It does. In fact, it probably makes the criticism even more valid because it just shows you know you're being a cunt and you're just going to continue being a cunt by making ironic jokes about it. Just like Leafy did when he said he wasn't insecure but went on to make ironic insecurity jokes about himself. But I don't actually want to go and analyse every single point made by Ricegum in the response video. I just want to mainly focus on the lying and the manipulation. So let's start off with the first bit of manipulation. Ricegum manipulating his fans into believing that he's actually a good person. So obviously the main driving point of iDubbbz's content cop was the criticism that Ricegum said to a rape victim, did it feel good though?
No, but did it feel good though?
But in the response video, Ricegum brings in the girl from the live stream, shows to everyone that he's apologised to her and now everything's cool between them. I mean, the whole clip itself is extremely fucking cringy and quite awkward with clips like this.
Could I kiss you back? Why'd you...
Just some really, really fucking bad and uncomfortable jokes, which I personally don't find very funny and I don't think anyone else does. Maybe, just maybe, this is actually what Ricegum's fans' humour is. But the main reason this is manipulation is because when he brings her into his house, he says to her, this is the first time I've seen you in 3 years.
Ah, what's up? I haven't seen you in like 3 years, how are you?
So he hasn't seen her in 3 years, and the one time he actually is going to try and speak to her and meet up with her in real life is the time when his career is potentially on the line because somebody has made a video on him. So when he actually needs to show the world that he's actually not a bad person and he didn't actually mean to be malicious about the jokes he made towards a rape victim, he goes and actually speaks to somebody he hasn't met up with for 3 years. It's clear manipulation. He hasn't spoke to this person in 3 years. The one time he actually wants to speak to her is when he actually wants to use her to show everybody that he's not a bad person. He's apologised to her and look, they're friends. He's taking her out to places, he's buying her things. It's all good now. I don't know about you, but showing your fans that you're taking this person out which you haven't met up with for 3 years and you're buying her things, spending a day with her, acting like you're all pally and you've been friends for years, that just seems like manipulation to me. It just shows you're trying to put some fake persona along the line to show that, yeah, you made some rape jokes. All right, maybe it wasn't a good thing, but I bought her things. I apologised. It's fine now. It's just not. It's just not, is it? It's pure manipulation. And now let's move on to the main big point of the video, the lying. Now, if I was a big YouTuber and I had my career on the line because iDubbbz has made a content cop on me, there would be 2 things that I wouldn't do. Number 1, I wouldn't fucking respond. You're pretty brain dead if you respond to a content cop. In my eye, there's now only one notable YouTuber that has somewhat survived a content cop, and surprisingly, that's Keemstar. See, he has a bit of intelligence about him, surprisingly, and he didn't respond to it in a video on his channel, whereas people like Leafy have responded and their channel have died, because there's really no actual way you can respond to a content cop other than just grinding your videos and actually trying to improve on yourself. Number 2, I wouldn't lie. If you're going to respond to a content cop, don't fucking lie. You have to be pretty brain dead, not smart, and just a bit of a spastic to actually think you're going to get away with lying in a response video to iDubbbz. So one of the main points of the content cop was that Ricegum has said, did it feel good though to a rape victim on a stream, and he was also recording girls without consent on his streams. And Ricegum's argument to this, that this was 2 or 3 years ago, this isn't actually who he is anymore.
So I used to live stream on this website like 2 or 3 years ago, and the point I'm trying to make is 2 years ago I had that high school humor, I was young, I was just making stupid jokes, but I mean 2 years is quite a long time, but not that long. 3 years, then fair enough. Over 3 years, I do believe that maybe you can change your entire humour. I mean, yeah, if these streams were in 2014, then fair enough, that isn't who he is anymore. There are plenty of YouTubers that have changed their entire content, their persona, and overall comedy since 2014. So yeah, I could probably accept this point. Well, actually, I can't accept this point because he's bullshitting. So he said that his streams were 2 or 3 years ago. That isn't who he is anymore. When in reality, he put in his video one of the streams from 2016, May 2016. Bro, she low-key got some I think she's 16 or 15.
In the video, Ricegum is talking in one of his streams about one of his videos which were made in May 2016. Now, if Ricegum was a time traveler, maybe I can understand this, but that doesn't fucking work. He's took one of his older videos in late 2016 and spoken about them on stream. And this is streaming, so for all we know, this video could be even later into 2016. It could be June, July, August, September. For all we know, it could have been, you know, around the time where everyone was making videos on Ricegum about him being a cunt on streams back in 2016. Oh yeah, Have people forgotten about that? I don't understand how dumb you have to be to respond with a lie to one of the main points in a concept cop made on you. Are you that fucking dumb? People may argue that he's completely changed since mid-2016 and he's not that sort of person anymore and his comedy isn't like that, and as Ricegum described it, high school comedy. Which is complete fucking bullshit because people have hated Ricegum for a long time and been making videos on him, probably since 2015 or 2016. And also he seems identical to how he was in the live stream back in mid-2016. He doesn't seem to have changed whatsoever. Personally, I haven't changed since mid-2016 much at all. My comedy is pretty much identical. It has been for about 2 years. I know for a fact not many people can change their comedy in about a year. I'd love to see how Ricegum's fans could actually justify him lying in his response video when it's so fucking blatantly there, where it even says the date, May 2016. So we've had manipulation, we've had lying, and now let's go back to a bit more manipulation. So later on in the response, Ricegum goes on to talk about how iDubbbz criticised Leafy for being insecure about his chin, but iDubbbz is actually insecure himself because he's deleted some of his older videos.
So apparently he's insecure because he's hiding his chin, which makes a lot of sense, but like, is iDubbbz deleting his videos hiding something from us because he's insecure about his old video?
Now, it doesn't take a fucking genius to do some research and find out that iDubbbz actually likes his older content, which he said in the Content Deputy on Leafy.
Himself went from making videos like fucking this.
Oppan Gangnam Style.
Ah, Slenderman Gangnam Style. Excellent choice.
Damn, Leafy, you got baited. I actually played that video in all my other videos because I actually like it a lot.
To actually try and make your fans believe that iDubbbz is insecure about his content, it's pretty fucking stupid. Mainly the fact that he's actually talking about his older videos on his channel and says that he finds them entertaining. Do you know the reason that he probably deleted his videos? He probably deleted his videos because he changed up his content. He was making gaming videos, and you know, he now has a channel called iDubbbz Gaming, which he put gaming videos on. He probably deleted the videos from his main channel because he was focusing on more stuff like Kickstarter crap. There's nothing really wrong in that, and it doesn't show insecurity like Leafy was insecure about his chin and making ironic jokes about it. I don't really think Slender Gangnam Style reflects on Content Cop or Kickstarter crap or unboxing videos. He was just trying to clear up his channel. There's no really other way of saying it. I don't understand where the insecurity part has come from. In conclusion, Ricegum's response is pretty fucking terrible, and I don't understand how he somehow made a response video which is identical to Leafy, considering how much he pays his editors, pays his production team to make his own videos for him. Well, at least he actually pays them. It's a bit of a fucking dead meme. 2017 and I'm making LeafIsHere jokes. Kill me. So I do think we're going to be seeing a Content Deputy very soon. I will be quite disappointed if we don't. The Ricegum response was pretty bad, bar a few points such as the PewDiePie stretching his content one. I would accept that as a valid point. That is something Ricegum actually has made a good point. PewDiePie has stretched his content. But other than that, the response was terrible. That is the end of the video. I do hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe and like. If you want to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, join my Discord server, all links are in the description. Have a good day, people. Cheers for watching. Peace.